Here we are with David, another friend of mine, who has come to my house to, relax and get his shit together. I'm a doctor. I help people. Anyway, I want you to hear David's story. He is paranoid, anxious, and depressed. I want him to be on Haloperidol. But before we get there, let's talk to him a bit. David.
Yes.
What are you suffering from? Have you ever suffered some substance abuse?
Yes.
Well, tell us about that. What do you suffer from?
I have been a slave to powder cocaine addiction.
Powder cocaine addiction.
Yes. And alcoholism.
Alcoholism.
And opiates.
And opiates.
And benzodiazepines.
And benzodiazepines. What are benzodiazepines?
Benzodiazepines are drugs that act on the GABA neurotransmitters in the brain.
What is a benzodiazepine? Give me an example of the one that you're addicted to. Xanax.
Alprazolam.
Alprazolam is also known as Xanax. So you're addicted to Xanax.
Yes.
My friend, are you still addicted to Xanax? And be honest.
Yes.
Yes, you are.
I'm high on it right now.
You're high on it right now. And I know that. And I've allowed you to be high on it. But the fact of the matter is, I can't control everybody. I do what I can. And I send people where I can. But the fact of the matter is, he has his own medicine. I don't write prescriptions out. And he is high on Xanax. Are you not?
That's true. I am.
That's true, he says. So, David, I want you to describe why your life has gone so bad. And I want you to start from the very beginning.
Okay. It started off in an abusive home by a father who beat me and never loved me.
He beat you and never loved you.
Yes. And I got beat with extension cords, and he threw a brick at and he thought he was going to hit me somewhere else, but he was drunk. But he threw a brick and it hit me and broke my ankle in 8 spots.
Broke your ankle in 8 spots.
Yes.
What did the doctor have to say about this?
I was too small to remember, or that may be part of the traumatic experience. I don't know, but the doctor put me on. The doctor put me on narcotic pain medications, which my father took and abused.
So the doctor took your pain medication, and he didn't allow you to have them.
Yes. Yes, the doctor gave me pain medication, and he said that my ankle was fractured in 8 spots, and my father filled the prescription and abused it.
Okay, well, we know that that's a common denominator in parents. Did you not know that, David?
No, I did not know.
Well, abusers who abuse you abuse drugs, okay? That's just a factor. Mm-hmm. So go on.
And I had an abusive mother as well. My mother used to beat the hell out of me if I would wash dishes. They made me do the dishes, and I would wash dishes by hand. And she
Talk about the sexual abuse, David. You're avoiding the primary questions, and you're avoiding them for a reason. And you know you're avoiding them because you don't want to be on tape talking about the worst things possible. Talk about the sexual abuse.
Okay, I was at school and I told the teacher what was going on.
What was going on?
I was getting beat all the time and
raped.
The parents didn't rape me. The people who adopted me raped me.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Yes, I was getting to that. Okay. They came and arrested my mother and father, and they went to prison for several years, and I was adopted by a drug addict woman who sexually abused me, and she was in a gang. She was a criminal, and she sold drugs, and she abused drugs, and she prostituted me out for drugs to pedophiles to have sex with me.
Describe the pedophiles who had sex with you. And David right now is freaking out. He is anxious as hell. He is disturbed. But I'm making him say this for other people's sake. Go on, David.
The worst time I can recollect was...
David, do not take medication right now. Talk. David, I swear to God.
I just have to get a little high.
You gotta get a little high. That's an interesting thought. So you admit that you get a little high.
I have to get a little high.
Because you have been through so much pain.
Mm-hmm. And
so,
I'm still in pain.
Mental people who's been through mental trouble often seek pain.
Oh.
What, David?
She breaks my will.
Who breaks your will?
She's my bitter pill.
David, speak your mind and tell them what you're talking about.
Talking about addiction to anxiety and pain medication.
You're addicted to anxiety and pain medication?
Yes, that is correct.
Well, you've never admitted that to me. Why are you admitting that to the rest of the world?
Because I am trying to help people.
You're trying to help people.
Mm-hmm.
You know that's what I do for a living. This is a small website, but you know, I try to help people. So you're addicted to pain medication and benzodiazepines. Yes, he's shaking his head. Yes.
And marijuana.
And marijuana.
But I'm from Colorado and don't consider that a drug. I'm now in Louisiana, where there is a lot of conservatives.
Don't mention where you are, because I ship people from here, from all over the place, and you know that, and I don't want people to think that Louisiana is where I'm from. This is not. Now, anyway, David, tell us more about the sexual abuse.
They would mostly be men, pedophiles, adults, ranging from mid-20s to early 40s.
So they'd be ranging from mid-20s to early 40s.
Yes.
And they'd rape you.
Yes, and sometimes they would be females as well.
So females raped you.
Mm-hmm.
David, stop drinking liquor. David drinks liquor to avoid the pain. We're going to come back in our second segment and talk to David some more. Good night, good mental health.